Hey there, welcome back. You're at the Thrifty Journal shop. My name is Amber. If you're new here, welcome. I have a mess here. I've been working on a few things and I thought I would just turn the camera on and show you some of the stuff that I've been working on. I posted a video a little bit ago and I will link it down below. I was showing some of my spreads in this trashy art journal that I have here using using leaves. So I've used leaves in different spreads, and then I was just making fun embellishments with them, fabric clusters. I actually got inspired by Carrie over at the Paper Monkey. She was doing fabric clusters, and I'm still working on those. She does some really cool ones. If you guys don't know Carrie, which I'm sure you do, go check out her channel. I will link it down below. So I kind of got sidetracked with the fabric, although I used some fabric on these, but I need to go back and just do some fabric ones. Anyway, I got a little inspiration from her and I thought, okay, let's see what we can do. So I have been collecting leaves and I've just been really just playing around with them. I did this probably 2 weeks ago and these leaves are still nice and soft. They haven't got like this leaf. This leaf turned like this overnight, which I still don't know why it does that because it was nice and soft and then it got crunchy overnight. The colors this year are just so vibrant, and I just thought I would show you some things that you can do with real leaves. And then just if you have these little leaves, like some fabric leaves, I got these at the Dollar Tree, or you could just trace a leaf and make a leaf like a paper leaf. Okay, so this was just gluing leaves on some painty paper, and I just was kind of experimenting with it. So then what I did was I just made some different like clusters with the leaves. So here is the one that I added to the page. This one is still nice and soft. So I just used a bunch of different paper scraps that I had cut down making journals. There's some construction paper, some painty paper, scrapbook paper, and then I just had some little words that I added. And then here's just a little cluster I made for just using a playing card. And I was just sitting around last night watching a movie. And so I wasn't by my sewing machine. So I just stapled them, which I think stapling is kind of fun. And also it kind of gives that like rustic sort of look. Just added a ticket. So here's just some that I made. And these were actually, they weren't crispy until this morning, or crunchy. But just having fun, just using scraps. I did put some fabric back here. So that's just a way that you can use some color, use some nature, and then just apply it to a page and just dress up your journal. Here's the little tag I made just using, or a little cluster I made just using a ticket. I just added some fabric and I was gonna staple that down on this page. I thought that just looked kind of cool. So I'm gonna add that eventually. Let's see. Okay, so I thought I would just show you some of the ones that I did. Here is another leaf that I took, and this, I just glued it on this back of this paper and just added some magazine page. I love the colors of that. And here's just some leaves that I just used when I was working with my jelly plate, and so I just put those on my jelly plate, and I liked how it gave that acrylic effect. These are acrylic paints, and I just thought, how cool is that? And here's an orange one. And then this is just my pocket journal that I call. Just had so much fun playing around in here. Just simple journaling. There's a leaf. That's been in there for quite some time, and that one's still nice and soft. Okay, so I made these out of the larger leaves. And then I thought, okay, let's just make some really simple, fun clusters. And so these are just using the little fabric leaves, and I just added some scraps and some fabric. So, and then magazine words. So how cute are those? And then you can just, you know, decorate a page. Or you could, you can make a tag out of this. You could add this to something like that and make a journaling card or a tag. So I just thought I'd show you a few of these. And then here's some different just fun cluster ones I made. Here's some washi tape. And then I really just love adding magazine words to them. How fun are those? So I thought those were really cute to do. You can use all your scraps, just a way to use your scraps. And then that one's kind of cool. I had some tickets. So I made those. And then this morning I went outside and I grabbed some little leaves. So I just made some more clusters using these little sweet leaves. Tickets. And then I did sew these ones, but you don't have to sew. You could glue all this. You could use your stapler. How cute are those? And then once again, you could, add that to a card or a tag, or just, add it to a page in your journal. So I made those, had those types. And then I did do some with playing cards. I just took playing cards and added some scraps. These would be great for ATCs, art trading cards. Whoops, I lost my ticket, but I'll have to just reattach that. And then, you could make these and trade them with others. So just using the leaves. How cute are these? Let's see. Which other ones? Oh, and then I just made a bunch of different clusters, just using leaves and more scraps. I had these little flowers from the Dollar Tree. I added some fabric. I had some puffy stickers. Here's a little scarecrow, a little turkey. So yeah, you could use buttons. It's really endless what you could do. So here's just some of the ones I made. There's just a little pumpkin sticker. And then you have all of these that you could add to your journal. So I made those. And then I have this one, and I will do a separate video on these. I had made these last year, and these are playing cards. And then I just went around with some painty paper. Some of them I covered with wallpaper. And what I did was these went in some of my journals. So I added them to some of my Christmas journals, and they just went on a page. And that way you could tuck things in behind or inside or behind it. I put some of these in my Valentine's Day journals, just really simple and just using playing cards. And you can make them bigger. I made some using larger flashcards. And then in here is just a tag with this little scarecrow. I just sewed it. And then I just added some paper scraps. So just a little holder. And then this one I made, this is using some drywall tape. So I just took the drywall tape, and what I did was I just used my watercolors. And then look how this turned out. How cool is that? So you kind of almost have a stencil. Real simple. I just put the drywall tape down and just went over it. So it's lightly, like that's light purple. Here's like red. And then you have like some colored drywall tape that you can add to a collage or to a tag or an embellishment. I'm going to work on doing some more things with these. I'd like to try using the acrylic paint because that might add some brightness to it, make these a little bit darker. I just love the look of that paper. And then what I did with these was for this one, I just added this to some Dollar Tree paper and just did a little collage and sewed it and added one of these sweet little leaves. So that could be a tag or a journaling card. And then here's one I used the drywall tape and I just added it to a playing card. And then I added some fabric. So just adding some different elements and different textures to a page. I thought I would just do a couple on camera. Let me move some stuff out of the way here. I'm going to use some of the drywall tape, I think. And I'm just going to use my stapler for this. Let's see. What do I have here? And I'm just using my scraps from either cutting down paper or for a project. And all I'm doing is just piecing it together. I'm not overthinking it. I'm not really color coordinating it. I'm just kind of having fun here. I like tearing the edges off though. Add that little pretty cluster there, and I'm just going to staple it here. Got that one. Let's see. This is one of the leaves I had painted. Here, maybe we'll add. I like that. And then I'm just looking for some words. I've got tranquility. We could add that. It doesn't really pop out. Let's see. Got that one. I like that. And I'm just going to staple it. And we'll staple the tranquility on here. And then we've got some leaves. And then we could just add that to a page right there. Glue it down or staple it to the page. But you just have a nice embellishment. Or maybe it needs a little bit brighter of a paper. That might make it pop a little bit more. The yellow would look nice. I think that's what I'll do. I am just going to staple that down. Usually I glue it. And because this leaf is a little bit older and this leaf is a little more crusty, it's probably going to get crunchy and get brittle, but that's okay. I'll probably go through and glue it down so it has a little more stability. See if we can add something to this page. This was fun to do. This is just using, these were liners for an air fryer, kind of like the same material as a deli paper. And I just smeared some acrylic paint on there. And I just really like the texture of that. And I like the look of it. Let's see. I like that. Got all these little leaves here, and I'm just going to staple that down. Let's see. I'm just going to add that to the page. There. So just adding some color. That blends in a little bit. Let's see. I'm going to pull that leaf up and see if by adding I think I'm going to add there. Just so that leaf pops up a little bit. It was blending too much into that deli paper. There. And we just got a little collage there. Just playing with leaves. Really simple. This was just a collage that I made using some fabric and a ticket. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this inspires you to get outside and to get crafty and colorful and just have fun and free flow. All right. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you soon.